Bet you didn't see that coming. Oh, I need this. Just a comment on the weather. Some days it's chilly and some days it's super warm, and today's one of those days where it's super warm, so I don't really need this hoodie. I mean, I'm not complaining. I really don't like winter, so it can stay warm for the rest of the year. I mean, that might be the only good thing to happen in 2020. Where are we today? We are in Bronte. It's still technically Oakville, but I don't want to say there's a rivalry between Oakville and Bronte, but you want to be careful what you say around here. I'm just joking. We're in Bronte, and the reason why I brought you here is because there's not one lighthouse in Oakville, but there's 2 lighthouses in Oakville. I'm not sure if you guys know that, so I wanted to show you guys the other lighthouse. I'm going to show you a few spots that I like to shoot around here, because there's a couple, and yeah, just on my way to 150 videos before October 2nd for my YouTube anniversary. If you're not subscribed to the channel yet, please do. Follow the journey, it's a lot of fun. You get a lot of random vlogs like this one. But no, it's not so random, it's going to be good. I'm going to show you guys a few spots. If you guys are looking for somewhere new to shoot, this is a great spot, and yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy it. So if you're counting, this is video 144 out of 150. And I thought October 2nd was Thursday, but it's actually Friday, so it gives me an extra day to work on stuff. So I feel a little bit better about meeting my target. But this is video 144. And like I said, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. And yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. Today we're in Bronte. And as you can see, there is a nice harbor. So what I can suggest is, if you come here, first of all, it's like the middle of the day, so it's not exactly the best light. If you want to come here at like sunset or like sunrise, the first stop that you want to get to is down by these boats, because there's some really good symmetry down here. These people there on the bench are sitting exactly where I need to be to vlog this part. So question is, do I sit beside them? Not beside them, but on the next bench. It's kind of weird. They're just trying to enjoy their lunch, but that's where I need to be. Okay, I went to the next bench. But essentially when you get here, you want to basically sit yourself between these 2 rows of boats, because you got some nice symmetry with the lighthouse, because all the masts kind of like act as a leading line towards the lighthouse. One of the things about Bronte is that they always hold a lot of festivals during the course of the year, and of course COVID, it's all gone. And one of the things they've started to hold is like summer concerts. You guys see that kind of tent down there? I'll show it to you in a bit. But they hold summer concerts, and they hold like a Christmas festival, Christmas market, and it's all gone. So hopefully they can get it together next year, because it's actually a lot of fun. And one of the big draws they do every year is Art in the Park, which happens right behind me, and it's a huge art exhibit of like local artists and painters and sculptors and all kinds of good stuff. And yeah, it's canceled this year. A big draw in Bronte is also they always have these really cool Muskoka chairs designed by local businesses in Oakville and Bronte. And obviously you can't have people sitting around each other, so they had to not do the chairs this year, but hopefully they'll be able to do it next year, because it's actually really fun to just look at and see all the cool designs of the chairs. This is where they held the summer concerts, and this whole place was just packed with people. So I mean, I'm not sure about you, if you guys get anxious about just seeing on TV or whatever just crowds, but it makes me a little bit anxious. But hopefully they can do it again next year. This is where the stage was. And this is where the crowd was. Not this year. I always look for framing and symmetry whenever I go shooting, just because it makes your photo more intentional. And just, I think, in my opinion, just better. And I mean, you can look at these, I don't even know what you call these things. Ropes, I guess, from the stage. But you could basically use these ropes to kind of frame these people sitting on the bench. Let me show you exactly what I mean. You always want to look for foreground objects, and this bike actually makes for a great foreground object. You can see how these light posts act like a leading line towards the lighthouse, and also there's like a nice little S-curve there too. Hopefully you guys can see that. But yeah, it kind of works, especially like in the evening when it gets darker and like sunset and there's better light, and even like when these like lights are on. So yeah, it's here, just pointing out the obvious. And actually over here, over there, there's actually a second half to this, so I may do a separate video covering like that half. Now everyone's going to shoot the lighthouse dead on, but you want to use framing. So you can use these benches. You can use the handles of the benches. I kind of like this shot because you're also using like the actual bench part as like a leading line towards the lighthouse, and it's simple, but it works and just makes your photo different from just shooting dead on. Nothing wrong with it, just it's been done about a couple of times. There's actually a third lighthouse, I lied to you guys, over there. You guys want to shoot this third lighthouse, again, you want to use framing, so you want to use these rocks. You want to use these rocks to kind of like add like a foreground element to the lighthouse. Just, again, it makes your photo more intentional. You always want to look for color in your photo, especially red. It's a National Geographic trick that Bert told me, but red always draws the viewer in, and this boat, it's been here for years. Little tip is, if there are these kind of like ledges here, use them, because you can rest your elbow or your arm on it, and it just adds greater support, just so your image is sharper, which is always important. Yeah, I don't know about you, but I'm burning up because it's fall, but it actually feels like summer right now. It's like the second day of fall or something, but feels like the middle of the summer. I'm not complaining. Okay guys, we walked around the entire harbor and might just call this video. I'll leave you guys with one last tip. You see those birds? I'm not sure if you can see those birds, but there's some birds on top of the lighthouse, on top of that sign. So instead of getting the whole frame, you want to zoom into detail. So if you have a zoom lens, just try to get the birds sitting on top instead of the whole lighthouse. Again, just makes your photo more intentional and a little bit more unique and a little bit more fun. And yeah, that's my last tip of the day. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully it inspired you to come out and visit Bronte. And if you do, let me know. I'd be happy to join you. So yeah, thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more vlogs and see if I can make it to 150 before October 2nd, my YouTube anniversary. And yeah, thanks again for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace. Also, side note, I'm pretty sure I got sunburned today. Pretty sure. See you next time.